Were you surprised about anything that came in?
No.
Wow. So
nobody else should have been either, young Jock. You Diddy do-wop bop you.
Yeah.
Because you told the truth, Jock. And then after Diddy called you, you went back and tried to clean it up. But your all about is off the Stevie J. Diddy do-wop bop.
Do you feel like that's the reason why this beef, but that Stevie J stands where he stands between the beef with 50 Cent and Diddy?
I don't know where Stevie J stands. I only know Stevie J sitting on a drum set. I don't know where he stands.
Man.
I know what he stand up in, and I know what done stood up in him. Take that.
So wait, so when you heard...
Bitch, I can't stand these, like, for real. Like, I'm just tired. Let's keep it a bean.
Ready for some scandalous tea? Because Jaguar Wright is spilling all the secrets on how Hollywood elites are apparently out to get Diddy. This is some next-level messiness, y'all. Jaguar is known for keeping it real and calling out the shady stuff that goes down behind the scenes, so you know she's not playing around with these wild accusations.
Stamp it.
We gonna get you and your little dog, too. And congratulations, Young Miami. Run as fast as Cassie did. That fucker. I'm sorry, I'm a little upset about it, because Al B. Shore just came out of his coma, and I've been talking to Al, and we've been texting back and forth, and I'm just glad that he's alive to text.
Oh, wow. Definitely.
Yeah. But when you think about Kim, I was thinking to myself the other day, Uptown Records started with 5 people. Andre Harrell, Al B. Shore, Heavy D, and Puffy. And Kim was the longest working employee because she was there from the very beginning. She was Andre's personal assistant. Kim is dead. Heavy D is dead. Andre Harrell is dead. The only 2 left are Puffy and Al almost died. Isn't that interesting?
That is interesting.
Heavy D was found dead, face down in the heart attack. Andre Harrell, heart attack. Kim died from pneumonia, but there's the first coroner's report that said that she died. It was ruled a homicide, and they found toxins in her body to prove that she had been poisoned. You know, they have poisons that create heart attack and pneumonia-like symptoms. And then right after that, Al had a meeting, and I was going to meet up with him because we were in Vegas, and then the next thing you know, you want to know what they all had in common, though? The survivors and the late of Uptown Records, they were all writing tell-all books. Andre was writing a book right before he died. Heavy D was working on a book before he died. Kim Porter was working on a book before she died. And Al B. Shore was working on the documentary of his life. And then he goes into a coma. Has Puffy ever been in a coma? Has anything happened to him? He must be the luckiest motherfucker, because it seems like everybody that worked at Uptown Records from the very beginning is gone. Just him. I guess Al disappointed you. You know, I speak for a reason.
Jaguar is saying there's some dark, ritualistic stuff happening and that Diddy is being targeted for sacrifice by the Hollywood Illuminati or whatever. Can you believe it? The streets are shook. If this is true, Diddy better watch his back, because Jaguar is painting a picture of some powerful players who will stop at nothing to get what they want. Buckle up, because this expose is about to be a wild ride.
When you see this bullshit ass motherfucking game fucking with people that you love, that you like, you know, it's too many coincidences.
Too many.
Fuck you, honeycomb.
Oh. Stamp it.
We gonna get you and your little dog too.
Mm.
And congratulations, Young Miami. Run as fast as Cassie did. Has anybody asked themselves about that shit?
I mean, yeah, I'm sure a lot of people are asking about what's going on with it.
They say it's dogs.
It is, yeah, a lot of people are looking at it as like that's the way the new relationship should work.
What, to get paid?
Yeah,
She was
basically.
getting $500K a month. She quit because he dropped her down.
Yeah, I think that's where they're at with it now.
No, but understand this. Think about this. And there are women in this room. Why would you quit? What the fuck is going on that 250,000 ain't enough?
Ladies?
Like, fuck the fact that he... I'm just saying, fuck the fact that he cut from 500 to 200. Who the fuck gives a shit? 200K? Who 250K? Who turning down 250K a month? What the fuck is going on in that relationship that 250K ain't enough?
Could see some things.
That ain't worth 250K. That's got to be some dark shit. Like, people are not understanding that girl quit 250K. 4 million every quarter. Well, I'm sorry, $1 million every quarter.
Shit.
Now, she was getting 2 million a quarter, but then she got, fuck you got going on. That's so deep that it ain't worth $1 million a quarter.
They told a story about Cassie one time, and she was saying someone had asked her why she cut her hair, and she was like, well, Diddy said he just liked it that way. And they said when she answered the question, it was like she was in a trance. Like she was just like, I just don't know. Diddy just said he would like my hair this way. And they was like so in awe, like how she didn't even have a thought about it. It was just what he wanted.
That's how he operates. He has people followed. He has people watched. He does all kinds of he's a fucking piece of shit.
Too much money.
I feel bad for the kids. Like, don't think that there aren't moments when I'm speaking honestly about that motherfucker that I pray that his children don't hear it. Because that's still their dad. I know what it's like to have a baby with a fucked up ass motherfucker. As much as I can add, I know what it's like to have a baby with a fucked up ass motherfucker. As much as I can't stand my ex-husband, I would never want my son to feel bad about either one of us being his parent. You know what I mean? Like, exactly. I would never want that.
Exactly.
But their father is the fucking devil. He the fucking devil.
Hold that thought. Why do you think T.D. Jakes was at Puff Daddy's birthday party?
I mean, do you remember when Bernie Mac played the minister in Friday?
Yes.
That's how I feel about T.D. Jakes. Like, that's how I see. Oh, Miss Parker, come to pray. But for him to be at a Diddy party, I don't know. Like, I feel the same way about that as I feel about when Tyler Perry came to his church and laid hands on him and he caught the Holy Spirit from Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry is the bishop of what? Like, I've never, like, and I cut a check for 100, and I'm gonna lay my hands on your bishop. And he said, and then the bitch said, it's on the fucking internet. He's doing all of this, right? And then there's a woman on the dais screaming, push the baby out. Birth that baby. I'm like, what? Are we at church? Or is this about to turn into like a whole nother scene, like a lost scene from Eyes Wide Shut? Like, this shit is looking a little weird. I mean, if Bishop Jakes was at a Diddy party, there could only be two reasons. Money or sex. That's all that happens at Diddy parties. Money and sex.
I just
I hope it was for money.
charitable contribution.
I hope it was for money because arguing about who's going to put the strap on is that can be a very uncomfortable situation. You know, we're going to pray on it. Praise the Lord. You know,
Amen.
Jaguar is a singer and songwriter who's worked with some big names in the biz. She's got the inside scoop on what really goes down behind closed doors, and when she starts talking, you best believe people listen up. Jaguar has been blowing the whistle on shady industry practices for a minute now. Remember when she called out Common for being a fake woke king? Or when she put the Roots on Front Street for their alleged mistreatment of black artists? Jaguar always comes with receipts and ain't scared to ruffle some feathers.
He knew how to use his duplicitous manner to choreograph people to do whatever he wanted them to do. And that's his greatness.
Duplicitous manner. No, that's a skill.
Very
that's an
duplicitous.
Art. That's a skill. That's an art.
To choreograph human beings to know for a fact that they're going to do whatever you say because that's how terrible you are.
So today we're playing a game called One Gotta Go. Basically, I'm going to put up a list. It might be 4, it might be 2, it might be 3. But the goal is to, I'm explain who they are. So let me say who they are. And
I feel like I need to get comfortable.
Oh yeah, please get comfortable. Please get comfortable. We having a conversation.
Y'all know they hate it when I do my yoga.
Yeah, hey, this right here is.
They can't stand to see an old bitch fold up.
This is living room talk right here. This is living room talk right here.
Yeah.
Basically, as we speak on it, I want you to not only say which one got to go, but why they got to go.
Okay.
And why the other one got to stay.
So basically, just be myself and answer honestly.
Answer honestly.
Okay.
Answer honestly. And we're gonna go for the juggler. So OD, and shout out OD in the building.
OD.
Yeah, shout out OD in the building. We have Terrence Gangster Williams.
We gotta have
And we got Terrence Gangster Williams in the house behind the scenes. And it's a situation. It's a situation.
It's so good to see him in the flesh.
No, when he said, I said,
so
Jag's
good to
here.
see him.
I'm glad he called and said, man, let me know when Jag's there.
I hated I missed that party.
Oh, man.
But you know, it could have been worse. My car could have got blown up. Oh no, that happened the next month.
Oh. We gonna come right back to that. All right, so let's do it like this, man. This show is called One Gotta Go, and OD, go and kick us off with the first list, man. Go and throw it on the screen if you can. Oh, so we have Diddy, Jigga Man, 50 Cent, and Dr. Dre. Now
who apparently has become a real doctor, and they put his name on an award and gave it to Basquiat.
Yeah, a real doctor.
Because Basquiat, he is not.
Basquiat, got it. So no, think about it like this, Jag. One got to go.
Jay-Z.
In all their music, all their businesses, all their works, all their endorsement
Jay-Z.
deals. So quick, why Jay-Z?
Jay-Z. Because he's the only one on that list that didn't earn any of his accomplishments.
Now, you did.
Dr. Dre is undeniable as a producer. 50 Cent is undeniable, not just as an MC and a battle rapper, but as a businessman and an artist and an actor as well. Even Diddy knew how to fucking, he's the goddamn J. Edgar Hoover of hip hop.
What makes Jaguar's perspective so valuable is that she's lived it. You feel me? She's not just some random person spouting off conspiracy theories. Nah, this woman has been in the thick of it and seen the dark underbelly of Hollywood firsthand. When Jaguar speaks, it carries weight because she's earned her stripes. She's battled her own demons and come out the other side a survivor. So when she says there's some shady stuff going down, best believe there's truth.
Knew how to use his duplicitous manner to choreograph people to do whatever he wanted them to do. And that's his greatness.
Duplicitous manner. No, that's a skill.
Very
that's
duplicitous.
That's a skill. That's an art.
To choreograph human beings to know for a fact that they're going to do whatever the fuck you say because that's how terrible you are.
Yeah, they say...
so imagine what it was like for him when he realized Cassie wasn't going to back down. That's why he settled so fast. He didn't think she was going to go through it.
Who do you respect more, the man that goes to get the water for the village or the man who convinces the whole village to go get it for themselves and bring it to him?
The latter.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey. So wait, on our interview, you said Jay-Z's Reasonable Doubt was work of art.
One of my favorites.
So that means you're saying that doesn't exist. You're good with that?
I'm saying that whatever he was pretending to be was extremely authentic in that moment. But the reason why was because his muse was D. Haven. So the only thing he was doing was mimicking in written word what he was stealing from his so-called best friend. And then he convinced that same friend to take a charge for him that would have definitely changed the course of who he became, promising to look out, take care of, and make sure that the balance of power would be restored upon his return. And then the nigga stopped answering his phone calls and told his mom to fuck off.
So let me ask you,
He stole his life.
We have Terrence Ganks in the building, right?
Yeah.
He's one of the original Hot Boys to where they made a whole record label based on some of the actions and life that he was living.
One of the best independents to go major, one of the best that ever did it. Salute.
So if someone else mimics or talks about someone else's life that they've seen, do you look at them any
You
less?
mean like Rose?
Oh, shit.
Jack and Freeway Ricky whole existence?
Rose ain't on the list, man. Goddamn, you gonna throw Rose catch a stray?
He can put it on there. Put it on there.
Okay. Yeah, like Rose.
That folded over bitch.
You know, he gets inspired by what someone else.
Yeah, he
someone
was so
else's
inspired. He pretended to be that nigga until somebody called him on his fake ass G, and then he went running around looking like a Buddha with his shirt off, beating on little bitches, singing about "Pass Me the Sage." I don't get it.
God. Damn. Okay.
Like that's the kind of trauma your penis induces. That a bitch is begging for sage after being with you.
God damn. Oh man. Okay. We're gonna come back to that. We're going.
I'm sorry. Did we sideline?
I like.
Jaguar's fearlessness in speaking out is what makes her a real one. In an industry where everyone is quick to protect their own interests, Jaguar prioritizes the truth above all else. She's risking it all to shed light on the darkness, and that takes mad courage.
I'm saying, Sean Carter, you're a piece of shit. Taking Pimp C wasn't bad enough.
Why does it all come to a head now? Why now? Why?
Because he's the acceptable monster at this time. Like R. Kelly was the last time I sat on this couch.
So who's next?
Y'all don't see the lineup?
Yeah, we see the lineup. I'm just waiting to see who's next.
Jay-Z is setting Diddy up. Why is everyone having such a hard time? He ain't doing shit different. He lined up D. Haven, stole his life and identity. He lined up Big L, stole his life and identity. He lined up Dame Dash, stole his life, identity, and took his love. Lined up R. Kelly. He wants to be the one.
Yeah, shout out D. Haven. He actually hit us up, wanted to tell this story.
You need to talk to D. Haven.
Yeah, we need to talk to him.
I told you that last year when I put you on the phone with him.
You did.
I want you to think about this. Allegedly, Sean Carter is responsible for enacting Hype Williams to put Aaliyah on a faulty plane to move her out the way as punishment for rejecting him, and so he could level up Beyonce, who was struggling. Let's just say allegedly that happened. Now, I want you to think about 106th and Park with Mary J. Blige. Free, who is a victim of Sean Carter.
Yeah.
Mary J. Blige, who is a victim of Sean Combs, are sitting there talking about the death of Aaliyah amongst each other. Think about that. You got a Diddy victim, you got a Jay-Z victim, and you got a superstar gone. They know what happened. And yet, they had to sit there and have that conversation like they didn't know who did it. Mm-hmm. Think of the power of that moment. Think about Claudia Jordan right now. Claudia Jordan don't ever mention my mother name. She mentioned it yesterday.
Talking about why people are afraid to come forward. You mean like you? You was Diddy girl. Corey was Jay-Z girl. Why don't you claim your friend? Claudia.
So, Jag, when you say...
When I say Corey, I'm talking about Kathy.
So when Jaguar started spilling tea about Diddy being targeted by Hollywood elites, best believe folks perked up their ears real quick. Because if there's anyone who would know about some behind-the-scenes messiness, it's Miss Wright herself. 7. Now, why Diddy of all people? That's the question on everybody's minds right now. Jaguar Wright ain't holding back when it comes to putting Diddy in the hot seat. She's throwing out some serious allegations that got folks scratching their heads and wondering what the hell is going on.
The name she mentioned it yesterday. Talking about why people are afraid to come forward. You mean like you? You was Diddy girl. Corey was Jay-Z girl. Why don't you claim your friend? Claudia.
So, Jag, when you say...
When I say Corey, I'm talking about Kathy White.
Oh, yeah. That's what I was about to ask.
Jay-Z's pregnant mistress.
Yeah.
Who died of an imaginary fucking aneurysm. Just like the woman who was best friends with Kim and Kimura, who wrote the book Bling and died as soon as it made the bestsellers list. Who the fuck was these people supposed to go to? You can't go to the boss because the boss is fucking you. And the boss's boss don't get no fuck. Can't go to the authorities. They're all bought and paid for. You could try to get a special prosecutor, but they'll just pay somebody to reassign him to another case. Where the fuck you go when you get fucked over by the industry? Nowhere. That's where you go nowhere, which is where people like me step in. You right? I go to Diddy parties to walk mother out, because ain't nobody stopping me when I come.
So let me ask you, because I look at Gabriel Union, and when you mention things like Jay-Z's time is coming for him, then I look at Beyonce. And I say that, women do have a...
That country album, and any of you that buy that shit are stupid as shit.
You don't give it no
trap
credit?
music with goddamn a holster and a hat.
But she remade Jolene.
That bitch. I'm going to tell you the song she should have remade. It's a hit. It would have done great for her. She should have tried it on. Tammy Wynette. Classic. Stand by your man. Don't act like you don't know that now. Remake that. Stand by that. That's a real country hit. Jolene, nice. But it has a ring to it. Stand by your man. Yeah. Whoops you and disrespects you with other like Kathy Coriana White.
According to Jaguar, Diddy has been rubbing elbows with some shady characters in Hollywood. We're talking about the kind of people who allegedly operate in the shadows and pull strings behind the scenes. Jaguar says these elites have had their eyes on Diddy for a while now, and not in a good way. But why Diddy specifically? Well, Jaguar seems to think it's because of his influence and power in the industry. Let's keep it real. Diddy is a straight-up muggle. He's got his hands in music, fashion, liquor. You name it, he's probably got a piece of the pie. And with all that success comes a whole lot of attention, both good and bad.
Do it. Stand by your man. Yeah. Whoops you and disrespects you with other
like Kathy Coriana White.
All right, well, let's do it like
Who was
this.
actually carrying his baby while you was faking it. Why your husband don't want to put his seed inside of you? He put it in everybody else.
Wild in this world, yo.
It's funny, you open up Beyonce's internet, it just gets weird.
Beyonce's internet.
That's what we're calling
That
it.
belongs to the devil. Unless you calling that the devil, she ain't nothing but an employee.
Oh.
Half of which dumbass bitch.
So, you know, it's funny that it's crazy you say these
Why
things.
don't nobody want to accept that bitch?
I think she's
She went and killed the girl cats.
Okay.
A girl went to court and charged her with extreme witchcraft. She was hypnotized. She was drugged. Beyonce came and she was in there eating on her and shit while she was asleep. You know, snacking on his bitch, killing people cats. And guess what? They wouldn't give her the restraining order. They just told her to stay away from Beyonce and work for somebody else. Guess what? She's having a hard time finding work too. Which is interesting because she's a brilliant musician. And she was trained at the esteemed Berklee College of Music. Handpicked by my very good friend, Terry Lynn Carrington, Dr. Terry Lynn Carrington, who put together Beyonce's entire female band, which was Matthew Knowles' idea because he couldn't get Beyonce to stop people. Guess you didn't know your daughter well enough because she just started all the girls. Impulse control issues? I don't know. I'm saying, Sean Carter, you're a piece of shit. Taking Pimp C wasn't bad enough. You just want to go down there and you want to just remove all of the balls from every real gangster in Houston. Why the fuck did that house burn up? Who the fuck goes to their childhood house for a visit and the shit goes up in flames?
That was very weird. The next day, within the week?
And no, the next day.
The next day.
And still, no real investigation on how the house just went up in flames.
Man.
I guess they paid y'all off. Like they paid y'all off for that Astro World visit, and the shit goes up in flames.
That was very weird. The next day, within the week?
And no, the next day.
The next day.
And still, no real investigation on how the house just went up in flames.
Man.
I guess they paid y'all off. Like they paid y'all off for that Astro World.
So let me ask you.
Texas politics.
Yeah, Texas politics, man. It's that right there. We're gonna talk about the episode, but for right now, I just got to get your take on when we see a Killer Mike win 3 Grammys
And get arrested immediately after because Jay-Z paid somebody to him up just so he couldn't have a good night. You, Sean.
Hey, man.
Weirdo. I don't get no what you got in your head, that neural link. You'll never outthink me. Ever. All I do is frustrate your AI. You can't quantify me. You can't even control your wife. You gonna handle a bitch like me. You can't even control that goofy bitch. You should have did a better job. Maybe she wouldn't have had to lose her mind on Kathy. Because you ain't protecting you. You're protecting her. Wonder
why?
That's a good break. That's a good break. We're gonna
Raid on both Miami and California Diddy's
And New
homes.
York simultaneously.
Wait, New York was
Yeah,
attached
the
to that?
New York house was raided as well.
Oh wow, that didn't even. Yeah, they didn't even really.
3 states working in tandem, and they did not tell the officers who they were raiding. They went in tactical as they were instructed to. They didn't know they was raiding Diddy's house. The higher-ups didn't tell anybody because they knew, with Diddy being a Fed informant, that he had people in the force and they wanted to make sure that went through legit. So they ain't tell nobody whose houses they was going to.
And that's why you see the guns.
The cops didn't know that it was Diddy's house over there in Beverly Hills around the corner from the Playboy Mansion. They didn't know until they seen the kids. The first woman to uncover the homo thugs. She talking about Diddy. That's what these down low bitches was called when Wendy first started talking about it in the 90s, the homo thug.
So you hear about stories of Diddy like shooting people, blowing up cars.
Yeah.
Is he this gangster that behind the scenes that is that him? Or is that people
Shout
around
out to Wendy Williams.
Jack, what did you think about Cameron's CNN interview?
I didn't watch it. I'm not watching it. I'm literally like, for real, I'm boycotting country. If it's, I'm just skipping it.
keep on going. Keep on going.
I'm just being honest.
Let me ask, Jack, if you
What
felt
did he say?
that he didn't say nothing. He promoted. He promoted some type of what was it, Rook? He promoted some type of sex stimulant and said, "Why do y'all have me on here to talk about?"
What color was he wearing this time?
Yeah, he said, "Why y'all got me out here talking about Diddy? I don't know that man." And you know,
You don't know
hey, he copped out.
Since when? Him and Mario spent a lot of time together on Star Island at Diddy's. What you think I don't remember you, Cameron? On Ocean Drive in your bright pink stretch shit, and Mario dripping on them yellow diamonds looking like some kind of wild canary. You don't know him? Since when? You know him about as good as the game know him. And the game knew him well. Freak off much. Okay, you don't know him. Anyway, what was you saying?
And let me ask you, Jack, which location you feel holds darker secrets? Epstein Island or Star Island?
Equal. Same crowd, same activity. Yeah.
It's an island stay off.
I done seen plenty of strange shit on Star Island. More than I care to remember. Some shit, I wish there's some shit I wish I could forget. Like Khaled and that strong neck.
What? Okay. Okay. The DJ. So Jack, let me ask you if
I need to see that.
oh shit. I'm curious of what you saw, man.
Like I told you, he got a strong neck. Kind of stamina you don't expect in a large man. He was saying.
Jack, if every door in America could open right now, every household door in America, when it comes to sex workers, sex slaves, how many of those will be exposed or be freed if every door could open? Every closed door in every house.
1 in 4.
1 in 4. Wow.
Mm-hmm. in one way or another. Whether it's virtual or physical or a combination of both. Whether you're being pimped out by your family or whether you're being pimped out by your manager / boyfriend. We need to stop pretending this isn't an epidemic. Period. And as an artist of over 30 years, we need to make artistry cruelty-free. It's just, it's too much. It's too much because what people aren't realizing as these workers come out and as all of these things start to come out, you're going to have to go back and listen to me and remind yourself how I said the video girls, biggest phantoms. Biggest phantoms. And that little white girl, she came out, what was she?
Exactly what you said. The model. Seeking stardom.
Yeah. See, when you get to use people's vanity against them, what a lot of people don't talk about, and I'm not trying to start no trouble on the couch, but I have to acknowledge Charleston White. Now, this is, you say I got antics and I'm the female Orlando, so let me just keep it straight. What gives you the right to diminish that woman's pain by calling her a gold digger and a clout chaser? What gives you the right to do that? She got her ass kicked because she went back to go get the Louis Vuitton, and she liked doing all the stuff she liked doing for Louis Vuitton. That was a way to really cheapen her pain. I heard some other idiot sit there and call what the diddler did to her simple assault. Who agrees with that? That what we saw Diddy do to Cassie on seeing fucking him, simple assault. Well, he didn't use a real weapon. What do you mean? The second that he punted her like a goddamn fucking football, his foot became a weapon. And the second he picked up that vase and he threw it at her, that vase became a weapon. It's the way people like to diminish things when they happen to women. That bothers me. I fucking hate misogyny. So, how dare you, Charleston? See, we share the same birthday, but we do not share the same plight. I am not you and you are not fucking me. Stop convincing yourself that you could ever be. I'm not a character, I'm me. You gotta pretend to be something to sell you. Don't ever speak about Cassie or another one of these victims again.
And Jack.
Do not, because I know too many things about you, kid. I've been polite for the sake of this couch. Don't make me go on Real Jag and act a fool. Because if you think Tasha K investigated you, clearly you don't know how resourceful I am. Shout out to Cassie and her husband and their children. Because for someone to accuse you of going through all of that torture for couture, you proved them wrong the second that you ran away to save your life and actually have one for once. Salute to you. And not just Cassie, every victim that comes forward, salute to you.
Yeah, that's
God, Charleston. Don't bump into me. Because I promise you, I will bump right back into you. Fucking weirdo.
In which Cassie, she of course signed her deal, was promised 10 albums, only dropped 1.
Yeah.
Now, upon leaving Diddy and trying to get out of that contract, she had to, of course, non-disparaging agreements. But Diddy, he psychologically kind of continued to torture her, congratulating her on her baby.
Not kind of.
Yeah, not kind of.
Played in her fucking face, and he played in her husband's face.
Posting pictures, doing things after she left him.
Thanking her.
Thanking her.
Holding him down.
Yeah.
Through the dark times.
Through the dark. He said that in the BET Awards in 2022. Thank you for holding me down.
In front of Carisha.
In front of Carisha.
And he didn't even mention her name while she was sitting there with a fucking amateur fucking craft store, Michael's craft store fucking, yay, daddy. He didn't even say your name, bitch. Carisha. Please.
Yeah, how fucked up is that to play like Cassie, after we seen that video, to know that exists and that kind of treatment existed to her.
And you wanted that. You wanted that. That's what she ran to, because she knew exactly what the fuck it was, and she was down for every last second of it. I hate bitches like her because they make that shit look cute, and they convince other girls to come when they need other participants. And any bitch that can walk a woman into certain hell and call herself a woman ain't no woman in my book.
Okay. Well, with that being said, Jag, you again showed a beautiful, beautiful voice on your Instagram with Tokyo Tony. People are going to be looking for music. TheRealJag.com. Will we see music there as well?
Absolutely. We start streaming in 45 days.
Okay. I don't know why you be hiding your voice so much. Everybody's be like, damn, Jag, we like the truth and we like your voice.
Well, I won't say that I hide it. I made a promise to myself. I wouldn't release any music that would earn any profit until I was sure that none of those profits helped aid and abet these criminals that I ran from. I won't make another dime for that system. I always find it so interesting when people say that the industry don't want you. I don't want it. I don't. What I do want to do is create a new pathway for the future so we can walk away from this archaic, barbaric system that does nothing but break people apart for other people